Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to these reading sprints. I am joined by some lovely, lovely friends today, and Abby is still going to join us at some point. I know she was running some errands and just doing her tasks at home. Someone is being not lazy on this Sunday. So just introduce yourselves. I'm Joanna, this is my channel, and Vish, you can go ahead.
Hello, I'm Vish from Books with Me, and I'm here to do some reading,
What are you reading?
specifically Empire Storms.
Ooh!
I have, if you can see, literally that much left. Very little.
That is
50.
such a.
I know. I had to stop because I had to come on here. So
Oh, man. So are you going to start a new book after this?
I don't know if I want to wallow in sadness
Hmm.
or pick up a new book. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
What are you finishing, Vish?
Empire Storms.
Oh,
Mm.
you've gotten through that quickly. I feel like you've only just rolled that.
I think I did that last Sunday. It was 1 week ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it Deadly Dreams that you just rolled?
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to like read that or just wallow. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yay. Sam, go ahead.
Oh, shall I go next? So I'm Sam from Griff Reads. I should be packing, but I'm not. I am going to be reading. I think This Is How You Lose the Time War because I started it yesterday, but I'm not really enjoying it.
Oh.
So I don't know whether to keep pushing because it's only like 200 pages. So I'm like, I could like finish it and then just read some else. But yeah,
I think if it's the writing style, it's not going to change between now and the end.
But I think I might get used to the writing style.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
DNF
know.
that. Just move on.
I've only read like the first chapter, so
Okay.
or like the first 2-3 chapters. So yeah, we'll see.
Cool. Sophia, go for it.
I am Sophia from Sophia's Thoughts, and I literally finished a book 5 minutes ago, and I haven't yet figured out what I'm going to read next. So
We should pick.
I was
Yeah.
going to say you decide in between like a few books, or
yeah, but like a few in my case means like 20.
Maybe you should go narrow it down, and we can help you pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us like a selection of like.
Abby, go ahead.
I haven't said what I'm reading yet, so after Abby, I'll say, and then you still have time to say, and then we go through the comments. So you have a bit of time.
Okay, so I am reading Speaking Bones by Ken Lowe.
Oh, dang.
And I am 226 pages in.
Oh, you can finish that easily in these sprints.
You know, I could easily just get to page 1050 in these sprints. You know, 800 pages.
Yeah.
Through.
I mean, if you were Sophia, you could, but
it's not the quickest. Well, I mean, I'm really enjoying it, but it's not like it takes a while to read each page. It's not one of those books where the pages take 30 seconds or whatever to read. It's like definitely a good minute per page.
Yeah.
I'm also reading Shadows of Self, but I don't think I'm going to read it in these sprints. And I'm like,
I'm going to start Shadows of Self during these sprints.
I'm most of the way through.
Oh, you made... What? You just started that.
Well, yeah.
Good for you.
Well, like, it's not even that long when you put it on. I think I put it on 2.2 times speed, and then it's like 5 hours. And it's not that long.
No, it isn't.
Really. Like, yeah. So I don't have that much left, really.
I'm in the middle of 3 books, but I'm going to start Shadows of Self because I feel like it, so.
Because I like chaos.
Yes. Chaos is a ladder. Speaking of chaos, and chaos is a ladder, we were having... So, hello, everyone. I'm just going through the chat first. Stardust Thief, which I really want to read. It sounds incredible. And like just super atmospheric. We were going to have a buddy read of that at some point. Rhythm of War. What a good choice. And then everybody's reading fantasy. Yes, we are fantasy people.
Technically sci-fi.
Oh yeah, technically
fantasy romance. You know, whatever.
Yeah, sci-fi.
Dark Vault by V.E. Schwab.
Well, that's a good one. I really like the Dark Vault. I wish you'd finish.
So, we were having this discussion. So in the chat, let me know if you've watched House of the Dragon, if you're Team Green or Team Black, and if you're Team Green, you can leave. That's all.
Okay,
We are
no
Team Black.
spoilers, no spoilers. I have
That's
seen
not a spoiler,
nothing.
Abby.
Well, I know, but I've
You
seen
know
nothing.
what Team
I think
Black
that's
and
true
Green
as well. Like, I don't want any conversation. I just
That's the only question is Team Green or Team Black. That's all. That's all.
and you're only allowed to answer green or black. No extra sentences.
Yeah, no, actually, just put the color in the heart. You know, like put a black heart if you're Team Black or green heart if you're Team Green. Actually, if you're Team Green, you can just,
Go away.
toodaloo because
And put a white
yes,
me
there we
have
go.
no idea what's happening.
What? No, goodbye. But yeah, Team Black all the way. Yes.
I love how everyone's like pictures in the comments are green.
I just
Yeah.
noticed that.
I know. I'm like, there we go.
But do you know what? The
What?
book that I was thinking about picking up has a green cover. So I think I'm going to go with that, which is the final
What is
Gambit.
it? You've been thinking about reading that for a while, so that finishes off your series, doesn't it? Because I remember like a
Well-
couple of weekends ago, you were like, "Do I read the whole of the Legend series? Do I read the Final Gambit? Do I?"
Yeah.
Wait, what
I'll
book do
you wanna
the
read?
Final Gambit.
What book do you want to read, Sophia? I didn't hear it.
The Final Gambit.
Oh.
It's the last book in the Inheritance games.
Oh
trilogy.
yeah, I remember you were talking about that recently.
Yeah, it only just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Well then, you have your choice.
Yes. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to watch a recap video for the first 2 books.
That is a good choice as well. Because ain't nobody time to reread.
Does it?
Yeah, I thought that too. I saw that it was a red cover.
No, the Inheritance games has a red cover. The
Yeah, the
Final
first
Gambit is green.
I thought it was the opposite.
It has a blue cover.
Let me go and get it because now you're making me doubt myself.
I'm just gonna leave this one up
Okay,
here
it
because
looks
I don't-
like I think the UK one is green and the US one is red.
Ah. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Because I definitely had that red cover in mind when I was like going on about a red cover.
Okay, good. I thought I was going crazy.
So while you were gone, we figured out that the US has a red cover. Yep.
No, in the UK, book 1 is red, book 2 is white and blue, and book 3 is green.
Yeah. So you have a new thing, Abby, where it's like different colors. For your covers, the cover series that you do on your channel.
Oh, between the US and the UK.
Yeah.
I was like
So-
trying to think. I was like, you have different colors, Abby. I was like,
Yeah. Okay. I'm. I'm a bit hungover,
brains
so
are quite
sentences are not
entangled.
easy right now. In a foreign language, sentences are not easy. So, but it was. I slept for like 3.5 hours. I was telling Vish I got home at 6. I was in bed at 6:20, and I woke up at 9:30. I'm living my best Portugal life. I feel like I'm in Portugal again. So it's all good. It's all good. So should we read? That is the big question.
are you gonna fall
I
asleep,
mean,
Joanna?
these are reading, so
Until what time do we
Suggest-
want to read? Do you want to read until the hour and start off with a bang?
Yeah.
All right, Vish, you're going to finish that book and you're going to cry and you're going to wallow and it's going to be good because we're here for you to help you.
I don't know if I'm gonna cry, but sure.
Why wouldn't you cry?
I don't know. I have no emotions today. We'll see.
Okay.
I was
Good.
crying. I was crying last night reading this. And I'm not even at the end. I'm in the first fifth of the book, and there were already tears.
Promising. The one time I think the US covers, yeah, I do agree. I find the US covers better. Oh, Fool's. Oh, we need to continue on with that series too.
Joanna, October.
I really want to.
It's either we're reading it in October or I'm behind because, to be honest, I'm done waiting.
I told you we could read it in October.
I was about to say I'm planning on reading Ship of Destiny in October.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're okay. Then there we go. We were waiting for Sam. That's what was happening all along. There we go. Thanks, Sam. You're my scapegoat. Cool. Well, let's get to reading, and then we'll see each other at 4:00 for me, 3:00 for you. Bitch, what time is it for you? I don't even know.
It's 9 p.m.
Then I'll see you at 10 p.m. And happy reading.
Happy reading.
Okay, everyone, it is time. How did everyone do? How did everyone's reading go? Oh, Vish, are you okay?
I was fine until I read one sentence. I'm so close to finishing though. 6 pages left.
Wow.
Well, self-restrained. I would have not come back.
Hey, switch us off and just finish.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was the way you were like, I'm not going to cry. And you were so certain. You're like, no tears
I
today.
wasn't. Literally, I was not. And I just read one sentence and started pouring. I was like, what's wrong?
oh no. Is anyone
Sarah J.
else
Maas.
crying?
What? What would you say, Sophia?
Oh, I just said, is anyone else crying?
No.
How do you know?
My eyes were feeling a little bit sleepy. I was a bit like, you need to wake yourself up, have a like.
Good.
But no, they weren't crying. They were more like, go on, stay open.
I'm not gonna lie. I read the prologue and the first chapter of Shadows of Self, and then I took a 20-minute power nap.
Nice.
I was freaking
I
tired.
could tell from your voice that you'd been sleeping. I was like, Joanna's been
Yeah.
asleep, hasn't she?
I needed that. I was so tired. I was reading, and I was like, I can't read. I'm glad I did. I started this book because I'm immersion reading it. Because if I had been reading my ebooks, I would have fallen asleep after one sentence.
Well, I DNF'd my book and started a new one instead.
Yay! When did you start?
Good job.
I might go back to it if I'm more in the mood for it.
Wow.
But I was just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what's happening. So I started A Dowry of Blood instead, which I'm enjoying a lot more.
Well, I heard that's really good.
To be honest, I'm also not feeling this at all. But my prompt was to read a 500-page book, so I don't know what to
Tower
do.
of Dawn, Kingdom of Ash.
Do you have
I know, but
graphic
can I
novel?
finish it? Can I finish it before the 1st of October? Because I still have 2 rolls left. That is the problem.
I mean,
Novel?
I don't have anything that big.
Yeah, but like if you read Tower of Dawn and then read graphic novels for the final 2.
That was the plan. I thought the next roll I could read a graphic novel, but alas. No.
Look at some
Yeah.
of the ones I've got.
I'll probably read Tower of Dawn. That is
Tower of Dawn seems like the best choice at this point.
Yeah. I'm just not
Is
feeling
it
this.
500?
Sorry?
I thought Tower of Dawn was shorter.
Oh, it's
No.
definitely over 500.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's about like 600.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just saw something. 600.
How much is it?
664.
See, perfect.
I know.
Or you could skip it and go straight to Kingdom of Ash.
No, I like Tower of Dawn. It's okay.
I do too. Some people don't. I don't like it as much as I like some other books, but I like Tower.
Kingdom of Ash is Future Vish's problem. You know, like that's in October.
That's really good. Finishing Fool's Quest. I'm excited to get back to that one.
I failed my Bookopolis-on TBR.
I only
We
had
knew
one
that was
book
going to
to read.
happen.
I only had This Is How You Lose the Time War to Read, and I've DNF'd it, but it's fine.
I've read multiple books that were not on it,
Yeah. Same.
and I figured that I could replace one 1,000-page book with a different 1,000-page book that was also part of the series. So the only one I won't have got to is The Ninth Reign.
What was that for? What prompt was that for?
Whole pick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I participated in a lot of readathons this year, and I did not finish one. So I'm determined to finish this. So I can say I finished at least one readathon this year.
Yeah, I haven't been very successful
Well.
either with readathons.
But I have been reading a lot, so there's positives. There just haven't been the books on my TBR.
Well, everyone seems to be liking their books, so that's good.
Obviously.
Oh, sorry. Are you preparing it already? I love it.
I mean, yeah, I only have 6 pages left.
6
so I'm
pages, yeah.
like, Nameless is my pro. I can't.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. I love really how an hour ago I don't have any emotions, and now
I
all
thought I
the
was
emotions.
tired for emotions, but apparently not.
Yeah, I agree with this. I find that the week readathons are very hard.
Or like a weekend readathon thing. It's like, how do people do this? I don't know. Like a 48-hour one.
Unless it's just like a 48-hour readathon with no prompts and just read, you know.
I know. I tried so hard to finish that readathon, and I failed spectacularly.
I'm impressed that I managed to do TBR Star Hop in a
I
weekend.
know. I
Yeah.
was like, you go, Abby. You
I don't know what energy came over me that weekend. I was channeling my inner Stephanie.
I finished it too. I was very surprised as well.
So did
But
I,
I
but
also,
it was all
like,
good
fact,
novels.
the whole weekend was going to be reading, and I wasn't going to do much else.
Yeah. Is there another readathon happening next month? I feel like next month there will be so many.
Oh, there's loads for Halloween. I've seen loads of readathon announcements. Yeah.
Stabathon and like the one
What
that
a name.
Olivia does. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, the
I
weekend
know.
ween.
The Flingaween or whatever.
Yeah. I was going to say Summerween. I was like, no, that was the summer
Halloween,
version.
Spring Flingaween, or
Yeah.
whatever. it's called.
It can't be
Yeah.
spring flingaween, but yeah, it is one of those.
One of
I don't think I'm participating in anything. It's just I just want to read what I want to read.
them.
Oh,
I'm
look at this Stevie.
October, I want to finish some series.
What a cutie.
I want to mood read and read Ship of Destiny.
This is my last readathon of the year. No more.
But hey, we said we are going to read The Final Strike next month as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah,
Did we say we were gonna
Sam,
do that?
your face of shock.
Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot.
I forgot about that.
I need to write this down.
Is that not on your TBR, Sam?
No.
Did you already film your TBR, Sam?
No, I was actually gonna do it this morning, and then I was like, no, I'll do it tomorrow instead. So yeah.
See, now you can put it on there.
You're like, oh no, how's this going to fit with everything
no.
else I want to read?
I will be doing
And I'm
that
moving in 2
again.
weeks as well. This is not going well.
I totally forgot that we're supposed to read that.
This is literally me. I love picking out books for prompts, but then I want to actually read completely different books. Like that is so me for readathons. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. I'm like, yeah, nah.
Hey, I mean, if no one's ready for Final Strife in October, we can always save it to November. Like, I don't mind when we read it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that might work better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
really in
put
the
it on
mood
my
to read some
TBR,
Dark
I
Academia
put it
now.
on there, but like I said, then maybe we'll get to this because it's a buddy read. But if everyone's not ready to buddy read, then
Clearly, we were all so prepared.
Yeah.
buddy read is all the time.
Do you do wait, did that comment go? Yeah, here. Do you guys do this? To read the nominees of
I
the
will
Goodreads
do.
Choice Awards?
I've always wanted to try, but I read so slow.
Yeah, that's my
I did
problem. too.
I did the readathon
It
in
is
January.
fun.
Which was all about reading. Not all of them, but like reading because I always go through like the nominees and think, okay, I want to read that one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
But some of them I'm just not interested in.
Are you going to host the readathon again in January, Sam? Because I really love that readathon. That was the only one I actually managed. That one on the Star Hub.
I might do, yeah. I might
was
do
fun.
actually. Yeah, I
But
was
the
thinking
issue
about it.
with the fantasy one is that there might be like the third book in a series or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't have time to read the first and the second book to get to this third one.
I don't think they should
Yeah,
have
I think-
sequels. I don't think
I
they should
agree.
include sequels like in the nominees because if you
Yeah.
haven't, like, then they're going to get less votes anyway because people won't have read them.
Unless you're Sarah J.
Well.
Maas.
Yeah. We all know House of Sky and Breath is going to win that category this year, so.
Well, isn't Rhythm of War going to be in it?
No,
No, that already happened.
yeah.
Oh no, the
No, I
fourth.
think
You mean Lost Meadow?
Yeah.
No, I mean, because Rhythm of War came out at the end of November, didn't it?
No.
Yeah, it missed-
like
2020.
it missed the cutoff
Uh,
last year, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then maybe Love on the Brain is going to win the romance one.
I don't know.
Cool.
Didn't the
Club
Love
is-
Hypothesis come out this year?
I was going to say there's been quite a few like popular romances that have come out this year.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Love Hypothesis came out this year.
Love
No,
Hypothesis,
no,
no.
It's last
Is it?
summer
Oh.
because I read it last
It
November.
was on the list
Yeah, it
last
was
year.
pretty
In
good.
fact, I feel like I might have read The Love Hypothesis because of my Goodreads reading challenge.
Huh.
I could be making that up.
That could be because she's very popular. Isn't Cassandra Clare coming out
Yeah.
with a book as well?
Yeah,
January.
next year.
Oh, January.
I actually looked that
I
up today.
didn't think Gallant was YA.
Gallant's middle grade.
Is
It's
it? I
not.
thought it was my.
I
I
thought
think it's adult.
Gallant? No.
No, it's middle
It's
grade.
definitely not adult.
I thought it was YA. If not, why would it come out in Loom Crate?
I've just thought though Babel is going to be in the fantasy category, isn't it?
Oh, maybe that could give Sarah J. Maas a bit of run for her money, but
Yeah.
yeah, actually, I want to read that too. There's so many books I want to read. So many books. And then when I read, I fall asleep. I also started listening to the audiobook of Legends and Lattes, which is really cute.
It's
Oh,
so cute. I love it.
I'm almost done with it. I have very little left. How far am I into it?
I love Legends and Lattes. So
About
cute.
40%, but it's so short that it's almost over.
Gallant is shelved in the adult section in Waterstones. I just
It
checked.
can't be.
Interesting.
It's all everything's YA on Goodreads. I felt it read like middle grade YA.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
Well, I still think Sarah J. Maas could win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing with Stephen King is they always just put him in horror, even if the book he's written isn't actually horror.
That is true. That is true.
I think they did that. a
Next time
few
you should
years
do your
ago with-
readathon because I like that we could pick from all the years prior too. So that was nice. Which
Yeah.
is why I ended up finally reading Kingdom of Ash.
Yeah, I might do it. I'll see. Yeah, see how I go. If I've got time to film the announcement video.
And it was a 2-week thing, right?
2 weeks. Yeah, usually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was
could do
nice.
it for a month. Could do it for the whole of January.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Trying to think what I'm doing in January. Nothing.
Look at us predicting all the winners already. The horror, the romance, the YA, the middle grade, and the
We're not even
fantasy.
the end of September yet.
And maybe what's her face will win the nonfiction.
I was
Jeanette
literally
McCurdy.
just about to say that.
Yeah,
I just read that book. It was really good. Thanks, Abby, for the recommendation, by the way.
no problem.
I loved it.
Pre-ordered it, so hopefully it'll come soon.
It was really good. Yeah.
It's the audiobooks on Scribd, at least here in the UK.
Yeah.
I
I really-
have both.
I really liked the audiobook because she narrates
Yeah.
it herself.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it while reading because I can't listen to it by itself. My mind will just wander.
That's fair.
No, that book was so good, and yeah, the narration was, of course,
Really good.
like top tier.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she is.
Babel is on Scribd as well.
Oh.
The audiobook.
Yeah.
Well, at
I
least
was gonna buy it. I put it in my cart on Audible, and I was like, let me check Scribd first.
I'm surprised it was there.
Maybe there is a
I think
separate
you
category
read
for
that they got
memoirs.
rid of it, didn't they?
Sorry?
I think memoir used to be separate, but they got rid of it last year because last year they got rid of a whole load of categories, and I think they combined memoir with non-fic last year.
I hope they bring back the write-in ones. Wait,
Well, yeah, because they got rid of that last year as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
they've
that was
forgotten a big book release, then people can write it in.
Yeah.
Mm,
The good thing was they did a cutoff line, like it was November to November, I think, or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, Vish, do you want to go finish your book?
Sure.
She's gonna go finish her book, and we're just gonna keep chatting.
No, should we all go read a bit more, or do you want to keep chatting?
I'm happy to.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. Good reader.
Should we
I've
read
had
until
my
the hour
try.
again? Because then I don't
Sure.
have to change my banner. I'm doing the Abby strategy here.
Sure.
All right, I'll see if I can make it without falling asleep. We'll make no promises. Yes, we do. Cool. Well, happy reading, and we'll see you in a little bit less than 45 minutes.
See you in a bit.
Hello, friends. How is everybody doing? How was the reading?
Yeah, good.
Did you finish your book, Fish, and start Tower of Dawn?
Yeah, I'm only on page 12 now.
Let me see.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. 38 pages. Good. I don't know how many I read. I didn't pay attention. But I am making progress. So since we started with my power nap, I've read all this. So.
Catching up.
Sam, what
with
did you pick up again? I forgot.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh, A Dowry of Blood. And
Oh.
I just double checked, and I'm 47% of the way through already.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is awesome.
I looked on Goodreads, and it's like 300 pages. So I probably read
Still.
like
Still.
6 pages. Yeah, I
Jesus.
don't know how I'm reading it, so, but yeah,
Good for you.
yeah. Good choice, I think.
I'm like, how have you read so much? I've read like 70 pages since we started.
I don't know whether it's like the way, I don't know, because I've got the ebook and it's an ARC. I don't know how it's formatted, but like the writing is like really far like spaced. So if it's
Yeah.
like that in the physical copy and it's only 300 pages, then that might be why. I'm not sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
really enjoying it. It's good.
Sophia, how is your book?
I'm not loving it so far,
Oh no.
which is really sad because I really liked the first two, but this one I'm just like, okay, we already have enough questions to answer. Do we really need another mystery? Like, can we not just deal with the shit that's already in place?
Did you end up buying those special editions for that series?
No.
Good.
No,
No
I didn't.
regrets then.
I did laugh at your message last night, Sophia, where you were
yeah.
like, and now I have 2 copies of that
So
book.
I owed Abby some money, so I ordered her a copy of Ballad of Never After from her Amazon wish list. And when she got it, she sent me a picture of the hidden cover she got, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about those. I better get one before they've sold out of the hardbacks because it's only on the first printing. So I went out, I bought a copy. I'm all happy with it. I was just checking through my Fairy Loot orders last night because I wanted to see if stuff was still coming, and realised that I had actually ordered the Fairy Loot copy of the Ballad of Never After and completely forgotten that I'd done so. So I hope I like that book because I'm going to have 2 copies of it.
You better. Or you could just resell them.
Can you return
Yeah.
Can you return the one that you got? The standard one.
I don't have a receipt.
Was it on Amazon
don't have a-
or?
No,
Waterstones?
I got it from Waterstones.
Oh,
Do you
well.
have
Now
a
you
Waterstones
have...
card?
Yes.
Did you? Because maybe it's on there. If you.
It doesn't tell you what you bought, unfortunately.
Oh, it just shows that you bought something.
It's all right. I'll probably just give it to Natalie.
Nice.
You can hope that you really like it, and then you have 2. Or I'm sure Joanna would probably.
No, it's fine.
buy
I'll
it.
probably...
I didn't even read the
true.
first one.
Yeah, I didn't cut.
Yes, I know what you were like
nothing.
with the first one, wanting to have that like what an addition with the special under the dust jacket.
I never even finished Caraval. I only read the first one.
Yeah, I read the first one and I didn't
Yeah,
like it.
Once Upon a Broken Heart is very different to the Caraval series.
But do you have to have finished
think-
the Caraval series?
You have to have finished the Caraval series in the same way that you have to have read Breaker before reading Words of Radiance.
Oh, okay. But not in a way where you have to have read Oathbringer before reading Rhythm of War. Okay, good. That's good to know. By the way, I'm just loving my reread of this. I mean, a lot of people don't like this series, which I get. Compared to Mistborn Era 1, it's not as good. Yeah, I guess. But it's like, there's so many little Easter eggs. There's so many little mentions of things, and you're like, oh, I know whom you're talking about. Like they mentioned Sazed's name at the beginning, and I was like, oh, my heart.
I really want to read it. I want to read it. I think I'm going to try and read it next month because the 4th book comes out in November, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and read all 3 books.
Oh, they're
It's not
so
going to happen,
short.
but that is my plan.
You should do it like a weekly reading vlog where you read all 3.
Yeah, that's
Plus Secret
what I
History.
want to do. Yeah.
No.
You read Secret History after Bands of Mourning, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The very end.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get to it.
Lost Metal.
Because I haven't read Bands of
15.
Mourning yet.
No,
This is
I've never read Bands of Mourning.
Yeah,
From now on, I've literally got to the point where my old bookmark was. Oh, I might have read 1 chapter after the bookmark from
Yay!
years ago. So
Progress.
yeah, finally got to this point again.
I was gonna say, do you leave your bookmarks in all those years? But I left my bookmark in Dreams of Gods and Monsters for I think 10 years. I left it in. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like my Lord of the Rings, it still has the bookmark in from when I never finished the 2 Towers, and I still left it in there even when I got past that place. When I read it a few months ago, I was like, "You're just a memory now. Like you have to stay."
You're just part of this now.
I will remove the bookmark from this one. I feel as though it's less sentimental in this one.
Yeah.
You know, I still haven't finished Dreams of God and Monsters.
You still haven't?
You
I-
know, that's a book over 500 pages.
I know, but I already started Tower of Dawn. It's happening. It's fine.
I've read the 12 pages of that.
Yeah, it's happening.
I am committed now. Oh man, I can't believe you still haven't read that. I mean, I
know.
can, but
I don't know.
So when you do the end of the year book tag fish, you can like hold up all these books that you are so close to finishing.
how many do you have that you started
I
and never
only have-
finished?
I only have 2, Deadly Dreams and that one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Oh, and Grace of Kings, because I have 100 pages of that left. Don't ask. I don't
You're
even.
really enjoying that as well.
I love Grace of Kings. It's been a weird reading year. It's been a very weird reading year.
You messaged me specifically saying, Joanna, you need to read Grace of Kings. And you haven't finished it yet.
I know. I was like, oh, Joanna would really love this.
I really want to get to that series, but I don't think I want to start it this year, maybe next year.
It's very big.
Yeah.
Speaking from
As I'm holding this.
yeah, I mean the last 2 books are over 1,000 pages each. And
The thing that bothers me is that I have the paperbacks, those pretty UK paperbacks, but the books aren't out yet all in paperback. The last 2.
I'm wondering what I'm going to do with the Lost Metal, because obviously I'm going to have all other 3 books in that series in paperback, and I'm not going to want the 4th one in hardback because it's not going to match.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh, is it
I'm
coming out
not
in
getting a physical copy.
Oh, I thought it was going to come out in paperback.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Well, until next year.
Well, I have
I'm not
the
going to get a physical copy. I'm just going to get the audiobook.
audio. I have the first, so Alloy of Law and Shadows of Self in this small paperbacks. And then I got the Bands of Mourning in those really tall paperbacks for some reason, because I found it at a charity shop. So I was like, I might as well just grab that, So I feel like it's okay now to have a mismatched set since they're mismatched already. So
Oh, Joanna,
Okay.
apparently The Veiled Throne is now available in paperback.
ooh,
The third one.
Yeah. I
Okay.
have it in paperback. It's a very floppy paperback.
oh good, because those books are gigantic, and I was like, ugh.
And Speaking Bones comes out in paperback on January 5th.
Amazing. Look at that flop. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to order that. I'm going
Yes,
to order
That's
that.
why
I'm gonna...
my
You only have to wait until January
It's
to get
one
them
of
all
the-
back.
That's good.
Why my
They're not
US paperbacks of the White Archive are my favourite books ever, just because they're so floppy.
I have them as well. I have those editions of Stormlight Archive.
The flop. Yep. Vish, you need this. I do have that too. It's called On Pause. I wonder how many books I have on pause. 1 second.
I
I
have
haven't
them.
looked at that shelf in like a year, so I have 3 books
Oh,
on
God.
pause. Yeah, I have 2 Christmas romances on pause
Until this Christmas.
until this Christmas, and I have Sharp Ends by Joe Abercrombie, which is a short story collection.
I mean, that doesn't really count.
No,
If
but
you
I'm not
finished a
really
short
making.
story and you haven't started the next one yet, I don't think that counts.
Okay, but I do want to restart it. Do you have that sometimes? Okay. I legitimately wonder if people have this as well. When you're reading a series that is made up of like for example, The First Law, where it's multiple books that are, you have the trilogy, then the standalones, and the trilogy, or the Robin Hobb books where you have multiple trilogies. Do you have that sometimes, that you haven't gotten to the end yet, but you want to already reread what you've read?
I mean, I do that with series that aren't released yet. Like the amount of times I've reread first.
No,
books
no,
of
no,
series.
no. But that's different. That's just a refresh,
Yeah.
right? Where you do that.
Yeah, but it's a refresh of a series that I love.
But here it's like literally like I want to instead of reading Ship of Destiny, I'm like, but maybe I should just go back and restart with Assassin's Apprentice. You know? Or like instead of just finishing the stupid short story collection and reading Age of Madness, my brain is like, what if I just reread The Blade itself?
That's
started
me
at the
and
beginning.
Rainbow Saga.
This is an unpopular opinion, I realise, but I like the Assassin's Apprentice trilogy better so far than the Mad Ship series. I just do.
I think I like the Live Ship series better, but I love Royal Assassin a lot. Like more than any other book I've read so far.
I just hated Assassin's Quest and it spoiled it for me.
Oh, it's my favourite one in the whole trilogy.
I love Royal Assassin too.
I can't stand Fitz anymore. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
But how are we going to read?
I was listening to the audiobook on I can't even remember how fast I was listening, just to get through the waffle. I was like, what is the point of this book? Yeah.
It is very.
And it got to the
they're
end.
on
like,
that road.
what?
You.
Do you think you'll keep going with the rest of them, Sam?
I think I will, because I think I'll enjoy them more. I don't know, because I'm really enjoying the Live Ship Traders. I gave Mad Ship 5 stars.
Did you finish Mad Ship, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you need to give me a refresh before we jump into Ship of Destiny, if you don't mind.
Although, right, so I watched a live show, Becca in the Books is doing so I went back and watched the live show for Mad Ship, because obviously it was all spoilers, and they were talking about stuff, and I was like, did I read the same book? Because I don't remember any of this happening.
But they spoiled something pretty big.
They were talking about stuff, and it was like that hadn't even occurred to me, and I was like, oh. And
because there's something I know from that book that I knew, and I recognized it when it happened in the book, and I was like, oh, here it is. And then I know Sophia doesn't know, so I didn't point it out at all. So I was like, yeah, nothing happened.
It might be because I've been listening to the audiobooks, so sometimes I might miss stuff because it's when you're reading it physically, you can you'll see a sentence and be like, oh, so that might mean this, whereas I don't pick up on it because I'm listening. Yeah.
Literally, exactly. This is what I mean. What she's saying, and I have that with the Cosmere as well.
But I will just say, keep reading Rhythm of War. It's worth it. Just trust the process.
Oh, here's a question. Do I need to have read Elantris before I'm going to read Lost Meadow?
Yes.
I don't have time for that shit. So anyway, I'm going to jump into Lost. No. I will read Elantris, but
Drop everything
I'm thinking
you're doing.
of reading it in December because I read Warbreaker in December, not last year, but the year before that. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a lot. Oh, but now is a good time to read Elantris because it's kind of like spooky-ish. Mm.
I really liked Elantris. I liked
really
it.
I want to read it. There's something about that book that makes me not want to read it, but I want to read it. But I'm also like, oh, but I don't want to read Elantris, you know?
You've been sleeping on it for far too long, my friend.
I know. I think it's that thing of like, I will be caught up on the Cosmere when I read. Because now I'm going to get caught up in this series, and then I'm caught up in Stormlight.
Have you read
Warbreaker.
all of the novellas?
I have like 1 or 2 left. That's it.
Well, then you're not caught up. It's fine.
Yeah, I only have like 6 of the Dusk left. Like, I mean, that's very quickly to read. Yeah, you know.
You have other things to read, don't you? Like you haven't read all of his other books, like all of Skyward.
I have 1 left in that.
So there is more.
There is more.
And as soon as you get into 2023, you're going to have the
The secret books. The yes. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I can read Elantris. There'll always be more standards.
Have you read Alcatraz yet?
I don't read middle grade, you know that.
you should read the
Well,
rest
you
of
should.
it. Though.
Oh, yeah, I will read that. But then I know that there's no sequel, and then I don't want to be a part of the gang
Yeah.
that's like, where's the sequel to the Arithmetist? So
Ridiculous.
I mean, I just can't find it in myself to be mad at him because he writes so many books. I'm like, okay, if he doesn't get to the Arithmetist for a while, then, you know, fair enough.
He's had
Yeah.
plenty of opportunities.
I know.
well,
But I
mean-
appreciate the fact that he has realized that he doesn't have the information that he needs to be able to write the second book the way it deserves to be written, and is waiting to write it until he can find someone to help him with it. I would much rather have a good second book and wait longer for it than have an okay second book and have it soon.
mhm.
We've already waited longer for it. The Arithmetist came out in like over 10 years ago.
That's all right, that's
Meanwhile,
all right.
Winds of Winter.
I was about to say.
Meanwhile, freaking.
Is it stone,
also-
anyone?
I just wish he would at least, like, okay, you're not writing Winds of Winter, but be Brando. You're not writing one sequel, write other sequels. Where is the Duncan Egg sequels? Where is Blood and Fire? Where are the sequels, Martin? Where are the sequels?
Or just anything.
Where is anything? Stupid, don't write video games. Write your goddamn books. But then he helped on House of the Dragons, so. Hmm?
Yeah, I was going to say, hasn't he released books in recent years that are like,
Yeah, he has
History.
released Roundwood.
unlike Rothfuss, who just like,
I was going to say, I refuse. I really want to read Name of the Wind, but I refuse until
I
Like,
won't reread
there's
it.
any kind of word on the third book. I can't do it. I can't start another series. That's
Hey,
not
the
good.
Arithmetist is not that much younger than Dark
No,
Dragons.
let it go.
Abby's very focused. When she has something in mind, we have to get to the bottom of
Dark
it.
Dragons is only just a little bit older than the Arithmetist.
Yeah, but how many books has Sander released since
Oh,
The
God.
Arithmetist, and how many has Martin released since then?
Martin's released a few, just not the right one.
Wait, when did Duncan Egg come out?
I mean, I feel like it's not fair to compare anyone to Sanderson because he's just
No.
like, there was a pandemic.
I was stressed, so I wrote 5 books.
Yeah, like I had a bit of extra time because of no traveling. Here are 5 extra books. Would you like them? Thanks. Okay. Cool.
Oh, man.
Sounds good.
Speaking of sequels, what is the next Sergio Mas sequel that's coming out? Is it
Crescent
in the
City
Akatar
3.
world?
No, it's
I
Crescent
think she
City.
said she was releasing Crescent City 3 first.
Okay.
But I don't think we're getting that soon, are we?
No. I think it's going to be 2024.
Oh.
I don't think it'll be next year.
Which is weird because she's always released at least 1 book a year.
Gone were the days where we got 2 books a year.
Yeah.
I
Those
just hope
years.
it's just better than House of Sky and Breath. That's all I want. I want Empire Storms good. Where was that?
See,
Yeah.
I haven't continued Throne of Glass yet. I read the first book like nearly a year ago, and I still need to continue the series. So
Oh, you
Oh
have
my God, her
to.
best
I
writing, I swear to God.
Have you read
I
the
might do
first
that
three?
next year.
You need to make it. To me, you need to make it past Crown of Midnight because that's. I think
Yeah.
that's my least favorite in the
Yeah.
series.
My favorite.
I don't really like Crown of Midnight that much, but after Air of Fire, it's just.
You saw the
After or
tears.
including?
After
or including?
Well, I like Air of
Okay.
Fire, but I know people don't like Air of Fire. But
Yeah,
I do like
Air of Fire is not my favorite.
No, I
See,
love
because I
it.
liked Air of Fire more than Crown of Midnight, of course. But I still don't understand the hype. So maybe
Yeah, that's because I feel like Air of Fire gets a lot of hype because it's kind of like what makes the rest of the series happen. You know, like it's the book that changes stuff for it. So
Mm.
yeah, but Queen of Shadows is so good, and Empire Storms is just so good. Oh yes, Sam, you have to continue, and Sophia, you too.
I think that's it's going to be my project for next year, because like next year, I think at least for the first half of next year, I don't want to start any new series because I have too many, too many. I'm in the middle of, and I think this year I've finished three or
It's
four,
something.
something like that. So like next year, I'm going to concentrate on finishing some series before I start any new ones.
Yeah, but that's hard because it's so difficult because there's so much hype for some series, and you're like, oh, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to. I've started quite a few this year, and I need to work on wrapping some things up.
How many do you have ongoing? Because you do pretty well.
I was going to say you've done quite
finishing them
well.
up too.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's like I can't even remember now.
I feel like you said 5 or like 6, maybe.
It's over 10. It's over 10 on the ones that are all complete, ready for me to finish.
Oh,
now.
I haven't
It's over
updated
10.
my spreadsheet in a long
It's
time.
over 10, and I think there's like 30 when you include ones where
Those
I'm
don't
waiting.
count.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't
those-
do anything
Out
about it.
if the next book's not out. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do anything about it.
She used to count those. I was like, "Are you crazy? Why do you hate yourself, Abby?"
Well, but because they're an
If you're up to date, then you're done.
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's incomplete. Like,
Yeah.
that you can't. I mean, you could write the book, but no,
It's
no,
like
love.
if you
It's only
started.
10. You're good.
No, it's more
Killer.
than 10. It's more
That
than
would
10.
just
That there's like 10. There's like maybe 11 where I just need to read the next book. Then there's like another 5 where I need to restart from the beginning because I've forgotten
yeah.
way too much.
Yeah.
Which was where I have recently been able to move Era 2 into from that section into the ongoing section.
Yeah.
Because that's where it was sat. But there's still there's a few in there, like the Bone Season one, the Witchlands one.
That series is still not completed, or is it completed?
It's not.
Dang, I feel like the first book came out ages ago.
The Susan Dennard one.
Is there one more book? I've
Yeah.
not read it, but
There's one more book to come out.
Wow.
I think she's had some trouble writing it. But yeah, but I've got quite a few that I can really easily finish that are just like the final book, like The Return of the King. This one, wow, this one's very large, but like it's just one more book.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes out, the Scholomance one.
Oh yeah,
it's like
I'm not
a memory called Empire. I just have this called Peace. So there's quite a few where I can just like finish them off really easily.
You're not continuing on with Hyperion, right?
Oh no.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no. No, definitely not.
That ain't happening.
No, not happening.
Yeah, that's also good.
No. I'm not continuing with the Scholomance series. I read the first one. That was enough.
I
I
quite
don't
like
know what to do about that series. It sounds like I only see negative reviews for it, so I don't know if I want to start it. I own the first one, but I don't know.
It's okay. I haven't read the second one, but I've already pre-ordered the third one. Why? I don't know.
I quite like. It's not the best series in the world, but
It's entertaining.
it's yeah.
And I like the world it's set in. It's interesting.
I definitely want to wrap it up.
Yeah. Do you
And
know
then-
if what's it called? The sequel to Ninth House, is that like the final book or is it just a
Yeah,
sequel?
that's meant to be like a big series, I think.
But what?
I feel like it was meant to be like a really long series.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I heard that as well.
but she
It's definitely
been
not a
taking it
duology.
a million years.
I'm gonna have to reread Ninth House before.
Yeah, same.
I need to read it.
You not read it yet?
No, I keep getting peer pressured by my mom to read it, so I'm gonna read it soon.
But
My mom has read everything.
Joanna, you sent me that thing that Waterstone's done, and they haven't done the two-toned thing for their special edition, and I'm gutted about it. I was like, yeah, you're really pretty, but where's my two tones?
Reader problems.
But
Yeah.
yeah, why would they do that? Because I specifically bought their really nice edition for the first one. Because it's blue.
I think I read the first one. I think I got it out of my library.
I was like, you're blue and not just solid black. And then I thought that it would be the same for the next one.
Maybe they just didn't want to distract from the horrific rabbit. They just thought, this is enough of a thing. Like, just focus on this horrifying image instead.
I don't know why you'd want that as your cover on your book. It's quite.
I say rabbit, I should really say hare, but whatever.
Same diff.
I do still laugh at that video I did with my dad where I asked him to predict plots of books.
Gosh, I remember that. Yeah.
It's a snake and it's it's looking for its ninth house. Cute. Anyway, do you still want to read one more sprint? Do we want to do one more?
Okay.
I'm out. It's almost midnight. I'm tapping out.
That's fair.
Oh.
That is fair. Good night, Vish. Sleep well. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me and watching me cry.
Always here for that.
Bye.
Okay, let's do one more sprint. Do we want to go until the hour? Or do we want to do another 45-minute sprint?
Let's go to the hour.
Yeah, you won't have to change the banner then.
I like it. Okay, cool. Let's go to the hour and we'll see you then. All right. We are back. We roll the banner. Here we go. Okay, how was the reading? Good. Everyone happy with how much you read during these sprints?
64% of the way through.
Dang. You think you're going to finish it today?
It says, yeah, I don't know how accurate it is, but my Kindle says I've got 39 minutes left. So,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
which
Cool.
book in one day.
That is
I'm on
awesome.
page
86?
96.
96. Wow. How about you, Abby?
I read 92 pages
In total?
in total.
Yeah, that's really good. In such a big book, that's progress.
Yeah, so nearly 100 of 1,000. 10%.
If you'd read a romance, you'd be like halfway through.
Done.
Yeah, depending
Yeah.
on the...
Could there be? Probably would, because there'd be less words per page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I
it
have
would read quicker.
I read quite a bit of this today as well, because I was listening to it this morning. So there's been progress here as well.
Good.
So a good day for reading.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah, I read most of my other book today as well.
What was your other book, Sophia? I forgot.
The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that?
I did, yeah. It was good. I'm a sucker for a ghost romance, though.
Yeah, that's the thing that's keeping me from reading. I'm like, but...
No, it's fine. You'll be fine. Would recommend.
Nice. How is everyone in the chat doing? I saw that Marlene read 14 pages of Pyramids by Terry Pratchett. And is everyone still liking their books? Yeah, so are you guys gonna have dinner soon?
Yeah, I might walk to Tesco and get something. I have no food.
I did the
Yeah,
food shop prior to this, but I've got to wait until Yakub gets home. Oh, yeah. So I think he said he was getting into London at like 5, so he should be home at 5:30ish. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that is.
I've got to
Item
hoover.
4.
That's the task I've got to do now. Hoovering.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Me too. Oh, that is nice. I have that all the time because I forget all the details. So every time I reread something, I'm like, oh, this is new.
Yeah, right. I've realised I forgot like a lot of this.
Yeah. It's lovely to just be my back. Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
It hardly feels like a reread. I'm like, this feels relatively new now.
Yeah.
I'm planning to reread Shadows and Bones. Probably in November.
Oh, just like back to back. To back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
My original plan was to finish my reread of the Keeper books in October, read Stella Loon as soon as it came out, and then go into Shadows and then Bands and then Lost Metal. But there's no news on an audiobook for Stella Loon.
Oh.
And I've read all of them on audio, so I just can't imagine reading a Keeper of the Lost Cities book without the audio. It just would be really strange. So,
Aren't they Audible exclusives too?
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
not like you can get it.
It's not even listed. It's not even
think it'll go
listed as
up
an
on release day?
option. Yeah. Pardon?
Ooh.
Do you think it would just go up on release day?
No,
I thought
I
that
don't
too.
think so. I think the thing is, is she finishes her books super close to the deadline. Like she only just finished writing it about 3 weeks ago, and it's out on the 8th of November.
Oh wow. Okay.
So there probably isn't time to record an audiobook yet, which is why it's probably not listed. I think when 8.5 came out, it was a month or two before the audiobook was released. So maybe that's what's happening again with this one. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. If that's how she works.
So you might have to delay that read.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll have reread like all the other ones, and then you can start going into Era 2, and then at some point it'll come out.
And then we'll do Ship of Destiny.
Yeah, well, that's
And then we
next
have
month.
Yeah. But then we need to start the other trilogy right after that. So there's a lot of reading that can still happen.
I think I'm going to wait for next year before Tawny Man. I think I can only handle one Robin Hobbs like series a year. It's just
I just want to know, man. At this point, I just want to know.
Yeah.
And I saw Becca's vlog of her finishing the whole Realm of the Elderling series, and she was sobbing, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to be that mess myself."
I can't wait to cry.
I can't wait to cry. The other day, I was reading Fury Song, the last book in the Aurelian cycle. And there was a scene, and I was sobbing. And I messaged Elle. I was like, "I hate you for getting me into the series. This is all your fault. I'm a mess. Thank you for nothing, you know." And she was like, "Oh, I bet I know what scene you're reading." And I was like, "Yeah." So I was like sobbing. And then I had 80 pages left, and I put the book down because I was like, "No, I can't continue." And then I kept on going through my evening, and I felt like deep sadness. I was like, "Why am I so sad?" And I was like, "Oh, it's the book." Because I forgot. I thought, did someone die in my family? Did something happen? Like, am I blocking out a huge traumatic event in my life right now? And I was like, oh no, it was the book. So, yeah,
Book
very good
trauma.
series. Book trauma.
Yeah,
but then I was
mean,
really relieved that it was like a book trauma, not a real trauma.
I mean, I was having a cry last night with my book. So just
With that one, with Speaking Bones.
this one. I mean, no, I wasn't crying with Shadows of Self.
I was gonna say. Well, I did cry the first time I Shadows of Self, but
No, with this one.
Very
I got to the
upset.
scene and I was like, no, I just don't believe it. No. And then I was like, but can you just stop right now? Like, no.
nope.
Like turning the what was it like the torch device in. Not literally, like
Oh God.
Yeah, torturing you as a reader. Now that sounds like a good series for me too.
But you already knew that.
Yeah. I'm excited to get to it. Hopefully next year. Hopefully. It's just so many. You know, sometimes I walk into my library room and I'm like, so many books. So many books. And so little time.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm really trying to limit my rereads, because I'm like, I know I love rereading, but like, unless it's to continue on and finish a series and read books that I haven't read before, like we're doing now. Other than that, I'm like, I can't just justify rereading a ton of shit because I need to finish stuff and read stuff I haven't read before. So
I don't know. I feel like reading The Lost Metal is going to make us all want to majorly reread a lot of Cosmo stuff.
no, I'm manifesting a no for that.
I think he's gonna really blow things open. I really do. I mean, he's
I hope
basically said
so.
as much.
I
But I
really
still
hope
haven't
so.
read Oathbringer.
You need stuff. I need to read a lot of
Oh.
stuff.
You do.
I'm very excited for everything ahead.
I feel like you
Thing
already
is-
missed Rhythm of War because you haven't read it yet. So
Yeah, I have.
I feel
But-
like it could be important for Lost Metal. I don't know though. You know, we'll see.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Brenda Sampson. Oh, yeah, I'm always in the mood to read Mistborn Erewhon, though. That's like a constant mood of mine. I'm like, oh, I could just reread The Final Empire for the 100th time. That's also cool.
Did you watch Elle's video ranking the scenes from?
Not yet. It's in my watch later. So when I was in Portugal, I put everything in my watch later. So I had 200 videos in my watch later, and so then but then I had the very, very repetitive task at work for the first this whole week, and so I was like, this is perfection. Just threw everything on, and like now my list is at like 40 videos. I did delete some that I was like, yeah, am I gonna realistically watch you? No. So then I deleted. I kept only like friends and stuff, and so now I'm making my way through Elle's videos because once I'm on an Elle video watch thing, it's like a binge, and so
I do that where I end up binging videos from one person. They've stacked up in my watch later, and then I'm like, right, here we go. It's this
Today,
person's day.
So day. Yeah. The problem, the thing I didn't account for in my life, which was stupid, because my watch later was already huge, and then I started watching House of the Dragon because I hadn't watched anything prior to coming back, and so I had 4 episodes to catch up on. I watched the 4 episodes, and then I was like, now there's all the videos online and the memes and the things and the reactions. And I had to watch all of that too, because I am obsessed with House of the Dragon. I'm obsessed with the world of Ice and Fire in general. So I'm like, yep, a lot of hours went down the drain for that too. But that's okay. Makes me happy.
And then when you finish House of the Dragon, are you going to be rereading Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Yeah, because Joanna.
You're like, yes, all prepared, signed up for.
No, we are. Joanna and Yolene and I are going to do.
I will be rereading Game of Thrones.
Yeah, because that series I've never actually finished for what it's out. I have the last 2 left to go, so I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to reread them, and we're going to do. I haven't read Dance of Dragons. I know everything that happens in it because I spoiled myself massively, but I haven't read it yet.
I don't think I ever read it either. I think.
But Joanna, you are Game of Thrones obsessed, and
you but like I told you, I've watched every spoilers. I know everything that happens. It's totally okay.
You basically read it.
Yeah, I basically read it. I've watched essays on it. I've read essays on it. Like, it's fine. But now we're gonna do this huge thing where it's like we're gonna do video discussions, but not just on the books. We're gonna do a whole live show on just the House of the Undying and shit like that. So it's gonna be a good year next year, I think. Oh. Yeah, that series is like everything. It's like, I think it is my favorite. I just don't even know. Yeah, I think about this. I'm like, I wish everybody could stop uploading, but then I'm like, but no, because I love it. But with Elle, it's a problem because now she uploads every day, and I'm like, I can never catch up to you. You are too fast. So. By the way, Sam, I'm still waiting for your over 40 minutes weekly reading vlog dedicated to me.
So I have an idea for a video that I know it will be long because it'll involve reading a lot of books. So yeah, it might not happen. But
are you going to do your reading the books that I put on my series to start in 2022?
Yeah, that's the one that I want to do. But the thing is, I checked the list recently, and there's a lot of books on that list that I haven't read. So I don't know how long it will take me. Yeah. We'll see, because I put a couple of them on my TBR for next month.
Okay. So then you have November and December.
Yeah, because I realised 2 of them are like witchy books, and I want to do like a witchy reading vlog in October. So I can tick some of them off then. But yeah.
And then you're adding to your series that you were going to spend all
it's like a never-ending cycle where I'm like, okay, well, I've got this list of 10 series I want to start, but if I start them, when am I going to finish them? So that's why I'm thinking, if I start them this side of the year, next year, then next year I can concentrate the first few months on completing, because I've still got my list from last year where I started a load of books, started a load of series, haven't finished the series. Throne of Glass was one of those series that I started last year. That was on my list. I haven't continued it. So I have a problem.
It's a constant struggle.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing a vlog where I just finish out some series as well, because it's ridiculous, and especially the ones where you have one book left, or where you have reread like the I don't even know the name of the series, but the Serpent and Dove series, where we reread collectively the first one to finish it together 1.5 years ago. Well,
That's one of
year.
the books I'm reading next month.
Wasn't that
So-
long ago, was
It was last August, last year.
it? Was it? Was it? Wow.
Mhm. Yeah, and then maybe I'll
Did
read Blood and Honey with you,
anyone
Sam.
else finish it?
Nobody finished it except for you.
I think. Oh, Vish.
I was abandoned.
Vish tried to read Gods and Monsters this month, and she DNF'd it.
You have to do she.
Yeah, she DNF'd it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, fair. I liked Gods and Monsters much more than whatever the second book is called.
Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey.
That's the one.
I need to read that
Blood and
one.
Honey
That's the
was
next one. But I'm like,
Please.
there's
I
just
feel
so
as though
many
Blood and Honey needs to go on like if I don't read this, I just have to give up on the series
Yeah.
because it's a bit ridiculous.
I was thinking of just audiobooking them at some point because initially I was like, oh, immersion read. And I was like, maybe I should just audiobook at least that one because you said that one is not. What?
No, I didn't like Blood and Honey at all.
Yeah,
But
you
Gods
said
and
so, which is
Monsters-
why I was thinking just audiobooking it while I'm driving and stuff, where it's like, at least it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be reading something to go, at least it's done.
Yeah.
This is how I'm feeling about this. Like, I want to know how it ends, but I feel like I'm not going to enjoy the process of getting there. And it's really annoying. I think it's because I'm just like so done with YA at the moment that I'm just like, I do not care about any of your teenage drama. Like, please, can we just get to the point?
I've
You need to
literally
just
read-
DNF.
I've hardly read any YA this year.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Sophia, we have established this. You need to stop reading YA.
I still like YA occasionally. It depends, yeah. on the
Yeah.
book.
On the
I-
YA, yeah.
I still have a few on my TBR, but like, I think last year I was trying to finish off so many YA series that I'd had ongoing. I was like, right, let's finish these off. And then I was like, we're so done with this now. I just need to not.
I've read 10 YA books this year.
Wow.
10 and 73 adult.
Yay.
But then,
83
like,
and
I enjoyed the Legend trilogy well enough. I don't know.
I feel
But the
like
thing is, that's an older YA. You don't like recent YA.
This is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was literally just thinking that.
Yeah,
feel
you've
like-
been saying that all the YA recently sounds the same and all that. So I think that's the thing. You just need to not pick up any newer YA stuff.
I feel like with me and YA, it's better if I binge it all the way through, just like back to back, instead of reading a book. Because if I read a YA book now that's just come out, I don't think I'd read the second and third one. I'd have
No.
lost it by the time they come out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm finding.
Whereas I think
Yeah.
if I binge them, maybe I'd have a good time with them.
Yeah. That makes sense. Cool. Well, here it's almost 6:30 and I'm honestly starving. So I think we're going to end the live show here. And you guys can also go about your lives because dinner and Jakub's coming home. So thank you everyone for joining us for these reading sprints. I hope you read a lot and that you're happy with what you read. And I left everyone's channels, of course, in the description of this live show, so you can go check them out and subscribe to them. And thank you, ladies, for joining me. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.